Alright, today we're going to talk about debt. There's a lot of different types of debt, so let's go into it. There's credit card debt, there's medical debt, then there's student loan debt, but they're all a little bit different, so why don't I just try to bring it up to you what will really happen to you in these situations. Now, credit card debt isn't really that big a deal. We all have credit card debt. It's important to keep up on your minimum payments or your credit score will go down. And your credit score isn't really so great with a whole bunch of credit cards that are all maxed out, but it's still better than nothing. Now, you can get rid of credit card debt by filing bankruptcy, but you won't get new credit cards for 7 months or 7 years. You just have no credit at all. So, let's talk about medical debt. Now, if you get into medical debt, you're basically going to have to make very large payments. Now, when you go into medical debt, it's usually for a surgery or something that costs a lot of money. Mine was probably around $3,000. I paid like $1,000 up front, and now I owe $2,000. The problem was I couldn't pay them in payments. They want like 3-4 payments. They don't want your minimum payments like your credit card does. And they'll send you to collections, which they did to me, and they will screw you. Now, worse than that would probably be a level 2 debt. A level 3 debt would be student loan debt. And sorry to say, if you guys don't know about student loan debt and you think you're making a lot of money by just going to school longer and longer, notice that you're really only qualifying yourself for a job to go to college. You still have to make the money and then pay it back to your student loan and then start making money for yourself, which, please account for all of that. And if you're going to a college that's super expensive, please account for you doing perfect at that school, reaching the top of your job class, and making the actual money for the career you plan to, because otherwise you're going to default on that loan. Now, a student loan, you could go maybe 270, 330 days, about 9 months, and then you're screwed. Once you default on that, you owe all the money up front. And when you owe up all the money up front, the federal loans can garnish your future wages, and it's going to be hard to make any money when you owe all the interest up front and the interest keeps compounding, and you basically got a job that's probably overrated. A lot of people don't want to do the job that they went to college for, and a lot of them, once they do it, they find out it pays just as much as everything else they've been doing.